with you always to talk like you. Listen, bro. Wait.
60 bands on my neck. How many shots to the center of a freak, nigga? 3 in his ass, lick his stomach, smell his pinky, nigga. They throwing shots, time to see if them pussy niggas can take it. The nigga whack is a snitch and the jolly niggas are rapists. See, Lush was on to something, tried to act like it was nothing. Said you ain't know that freaky ass taker you was frontin'. Munchie ain't fucking with you and Spider-Loc ain't gon' save you. If you wanted, you gon' take it. Stop them freaky ass behaviors. Let's get straight to the point, see, we ain't gotta wait for later. Nigga with your last name kidnapped that girl before he raped her. Said the moms of gang members don't deserve no piece of prayers. When General butt naked, the kid Tesher is your savior. You ain't gotta stall me out, cause I ain't asking for no favors. Get it crackin' right now, we ain't gotta wait for later. Walked into your own building, heard my voice and then you ducked away. Was humble like a bitch, cause you a hoe, stay in your fucking place. That nigga whack is slut and pathetic, FLAKKO's a fucking lame. Wack ain't come outside because he hiding from his fucking gang. Talking like you tough when niggas spitting in your fucking face. T-Row didn't quit, we wouldn't even know your fucking name. Wack in front of Adam, but Adam is how he do you. See, FLAKKO lied on me and then Wack told me to sue you. Treated Wack like a bitch, you should've seen it, it was beautiful. Now every single week that nigga jolly on my pupil. Is it Fred or is it Frederick? Is it Dave or is it David? All thighs on me. FLAKKO belly, now you famous. Type of creep nigga is you. How are you and Dave related? Nigga, no means no. You should've told him not to take it. I'm really in the field, you niggas stuck inside the matrix. From BET to the Knicks, down in Compton where your face is. That nigga real jolly got some freaky ass cases. Tryna fake fight Lush cause Adam wanted you to face. You wanna be like academics, making videos like point and shoot. You and Dave the same ass lane. We know the fucking truth. BRICK ain't say this shit is a play, cause he don't fuck with you. He not gon' get involved when them real shooters come for you. If you grew up in the land, them thirsties, they would've humbled you. Grew up with them lions, I promise they would've hunted you. I get disrespectful, the next time I'ma punish you. You dirty fat bitch, I swear to God I see the bum in you. Niggas say they shooters till it's time to bring them guns out. Loose can't read and Wack lost his wife to Clubhouse. Treat Wack like a bitch, mark him out before he snitch again. FLAKKO, when I see you, I'ma show you the type of bitch you is. Niggas say they see me, they pullin' blick out. I promise that this Glock can make you sit down. Drum with a cooler, one for you, one for your brother. Wrap the string around the mop, sound like your dumbass when you stutter. Swear to God, nigga.
Hear me out though, right? Wait, bro, wait. Again, wait though. Just right though, right? Wait though, right? I do want to. Wait though.
Studio, Rich Trap Type NT and Trap News Network. We back in the same, like cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Yes, that's TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge-ito you can get in nobody's college-ito. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Y'all see me wearing the Words Are Hard merch. Good hats available now. Make sure you tap in richtraphouse.com and you see the hoodie Words Are Hard merch available now. Make sure y'all get into that Words Are Hard with the boom words over whoopies on the back. Yes, sir. So the link is in the description, richtraphouse.com. Get into that if you ain't got into that. And get into Broke Baby Mama, out now on all streaming platforms, as well as the Words Are Hard, POETIK, FLAKKO, and WACK100s out now on all streaming platforms. All right. Psh. They say when they see me, they pulling blick out. I promise that this good Glock can make you sit down. Huh. Wrap the string around a mop, sound like, yo, that's when you stutter, swear to God, man. We giving bar after bar after bar after bar. In the words of Geechee Gotti, every bar. You feel me? Rich Trap House, though, December. Rich Trap giveaway. December the 15th, we giving away Christmas to a family in need, man. So make sure y'all drop a donation because we giving away this good chiliana to a family in need, man. If y'all donate $1, I'm going to match that $1. We're going to have $2. If y'all donate $100, I'm going to match that $100. We're going to have $200. So forth and so on, man. Make sure y'all tap in. richtraphouse.com if you want to donate. Or you can leave a super chat. You can leave a cash app. You can do whatever you got to do to make sure you can be a part of this Rich Trap giveaway, man. And make sure you tap into richtraphouse.com to get you some of this fly Rich Trapper merch. Make sure y'all get into that. richtraphouse.com. We're giving away
good Christmas to a good family. We got BRICC Baby bringing WACK100s paperwork to no jumper. Let's get into this content without no further do's or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
That's when they say see it.
Oh yeah, and chat, remember, sorry y'all, watching this, you're not in the chat. If you're not in the chat, that was your problem. You should have really jumped into the chat. Chat, at the end of this video, we giving away $100. So we gonna see.
CS2BACK is trying to get in contact with DD. And that's Dell Dog, rest in
Wait,
peace.
run this from the top. Shout out to Channel Black.
Right. 100. Okay. You have been barbecued. CS2BACK. It's time to get into
AKA back.
Name is WACK100 and I am addicted to paperwork and snitches.
You guys.
WACK almost had us fooled by not being CS2BACK when they say CS2BACK is trying to get in contact with DD. And that's Dell Dog, rest in peace. And on the wiretap, it say, I don't fuck with the WACK nigga. Don't give him my number. But he also had a conversation with somebody named Mark Stevens, Marky Mark, who's also on the case.
Okay.
So you're denying being this confidential source, CS2BACK, but you're not denying trying to get Dell Dog's number in the same exact motions that the paper.
So in the same motion, you're denying being CS2BACK, but you're not denying being the person who asked for Dell Dog's information, considering the fact that the person who asked for Dell Dog's information is being identified as confidential source number 2, BACK. Barnacles.
Burke is saying that you did.
Okay. What does
It's
this all mean?
wiretaps. So it means that he's a confidential informant for the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Allegedly.
Most of the internet already knows that WACK100 has a strange obsession when it comes to paperwork and snitches. And No Jumper exposed exactly where WACK's fetish for paperwork comes from. So today in this video, we're going to break down how BRICC Baby just exposed WACK100 or confidential source number 2 as a federal informant.
Allegedly.
In a Main Street Mafia Crips case that took place back in 2008. Look, a lot of you probably already had that feeling that WACK100 is very policey, if not federal, and BRICC Baby.
Well, what we do know is WACK definitely snitched in the Main Streets case, for sure. That's why he has no love and no respect from over there. That's why they're not dealing with that dude over there, because he spoke too much and he ended up busting a 1-2 step like Sierra. Like, the dude's a rat. It's very well known that WACK snitched in that case. That's why nobody publicly wants to deal with them. You notice you never hear any of these dudes who even deal with WACK behind closed doors come out publicly and say that they deal with WACK. Notice that you don't see anybody stepping out publicly to say that they have a relationship with WACK. Nobody, none of these high-ranking street dudes, none of them will actually come out publicly and say, hey, I'm cool with this dude. Everybody's cool with him behind closed doors because they know what type of time he's on. That's just that. You feel me?
Firms just
Nobody wants to be publicly associated with them, no matter what backdoor dealings they have, no matter what situations they got going on behind closed doors. Nobody ever really wants to be publicly associated with WACK100. You feel me?
I'm a man at the end of the day. What the fuck do you want me to do?
You can't justify nothing.
I'm not justifying nothing. It's some other shit cuz got to answer to that I'm not cool with. Every time that you look for validation, you got Caden on your shit. You got fucking Reggie Wright. You got a police officer talking about, hey, didn't I do what wasn't I? And you verifying gangster shit through police officers, gang. I don't think so. You get what I'm saying? Let the street speak for you, gang.
that like button and let's get right into the paperwork. Here's a short.
Hey, that's real too. Anytime WACK wants to prove a point about being a snitch or not being a snitch or anything like that, he always brings in a cop. Oh, well, the FBI owe me favors. That's why blah blah blah. How do the FBI owe you a favor? How high ranking of a fucking snitch do you have to be for the FBI to owe you a favor, big dog? That is absolutely Barnaculious.
Influential source for the feds.
How does the feds owe you a favor? You had to have been very helpful. Very helpful.
Allegedly.
Man, these are not my opinions and or assumptions. You're going to hear directly from the co-defendants on this case saying that WACK100 snitched, and also from the arresting officers and maybe even the handler. So let's get right into it. This is how it breaks out. A few pages from the Main Street Mafia Crips paperwork gets exposed, and one of those pages is a federal transcript of a wiretap.
That was one of the names that the feds used for confidential source number 2. WACK also says CS2. Back. CS2, for those who don't understand law, it's a code word for confidential source.
The
following is a transcript of a wiretap pertinent to Liddell Del Dog Rowles, Mark Money Mark Stevens, Robert Stutterbox Ross, and confidential source number 2, session 18202. Date and time: August 5th, 2008. Duration: 7 minutes 1 second. Dell tells Stevens that your boy box, went sour. CS2 Back wants Dell phone number. Back needs to talk to Dell. It's important. Dell talks about box incident and Back wanting to talk to Dell. Mafia talk and someone talking too much. Box ? Sounds like Back has info on Box and talk about phone lines being compromised. Box punked the gang. 2 messages on Mark's phone. Mark is involved in the gang business and operations. Duke. Back is calling on another line to Mark.
What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro? Nigga, I was a target. My house got raided. I called the dog. And I think Mark tried to set the 3-way up.
Back is calling on another line to Mark.
Now, that wiretap shows an individual referred to as CS2 Back, or confidential source number 2, contacting another individual named Mark Stevens with the goal of getting in touch with a third individual named Dell Dog. Dell Dog happens to be the head of the Main Street Mafia Crips at the time. And according to the wiretap, the CS2 Back individual wanted to tell Dell Dog that his fellow Main Street named Stutterbox had quote-unquote gone sour, aka is snitching. But unbeknownst to Mark Stevens and the Main Street Mafia Crips, the gang was already under surveillance as part of an ongoing federal investigation. And an article from the LA Times back from 2011 also corroborates these wiretaps and paperwork being legitimate. It reads, in one wiretap phone conversation 6 months after the attack, Rawls told Stevens that Ross, aka Stutterbox, had quote-unquote gone sour. This is from the LA Times. This article also says that investigators obtained phone records documenting a flurry of calls from Mark Stevens to Liddell Rawls, who was Dell Dog, and other gang members around that time. So now that we know the paperwork is real and that the CS2 Back individual actually exists, how do we know that this is WACK100, aka Cash Jones? Well, let's listen directly to the co-defendants from this case explain what happened and how they found out it was WACK100. Remember the individual named Stutterbox, who the CS2 Back person was calling Dell Dog to inform him had quote-unquote went sour? Well, according to him, Wack was actually the snitch in that case, because on one of those wiretaps, he got caught giving up Stutterbox's address to Dell Dog, and Dell Dog sent some hitters at him, which resulted in Stutterbox getting his car shot up and WACK100 getting arrested for conspiracy to commit murder. Listen.
Police ass nigga talking about, nigga, the first code of conduct is you don't talk to the police. Nigga, you is the police, nigga. Officer Wack, snitch ass 100. I'ma drown his ass, homie. On Main Street, I'ma drown. I decided to let this buster ass nigga know I know what he did, right? He reaching out, trying to contact the nigga who supposed to be the boogeyman. I know where the nigga live at, behind my back. It's in the paperwork. All on wiretap. That's why your house got raided, you bitch ass nigga. You conspiracy to commit murder, nigga. You buster ass nigga. On Main Street.
His house got raided because he was on the wiretap.
What actually did you hear of WACK100 that the feds had, but haven't charged him for conspiring to murder?
He allegedly gave Dog my address, homie. And I told you that they was in front of my house, so somebody gave him the address. If I get...
And keep in mind, a movie was made about the situation, and Wack's name was changed to Alonzo Zoe Scott. That's right, Alonzo Zoe Scott.
Killed whoever gave him the address gonna get conspiracy to murder. But if I don't get killed, they just get conspiracy to attempted murder because they shot up my Rolls Royce, put 17 holes in my Rolls Royce.
Not only is Stutterbox saying that in this video, but also in other interviews. But he actually tells WACK100 the same fact to his face on a recorded phone call. And of course, WACK100 is the one that recorded this phone call.
Let's play Stutterbox talking to Wack.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, though, Box. Help me understand this. Me and you both know that whole case was your thing. What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
That was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim. And they said when Dog called you, his phone was hit. That's how they got.
Imagine trying to call somebody and then they say, hey, remember you was the one trying to call a dog with your snitch ass. Wait, no, I'm the victim. Doesn't sound like it. Sound like Stutterbox got on the phone and said something you didn't want him to say.
No.
That's what they say, what?
No.
So all that said, WACK100 still denies that the person in that paperwork, CS2 or confidential source number 2, named BACK, is actually him. Well, let's hear what the other co-defendant and the person who the CS2 BACK person was calling on that wiretap clear this up for us. Is CS2 BACK actually WACK100 or not?
Point, you get a phone call from WACK100, Cash Jones. What did he contact you concerning?
He wanted to reach out to Del Dog, rest in peace. I got the whole transcript, transcripts of the whole wiretap. Lawyers that was involved, they was able to get the discovery.
When you get the discovery, was part of that the actual wiretap? Do you see your conversation with Cash Jones in them transcripts?
Paperwork, they put him as back. BACK. I kept asking the lawyer, like, who the fuck is... I ain't talked to no back. And they said, nah, that's WACK. But they put him as back because he a blood.
Was this back also referred as confidential source number 2?
Yes, sir.
Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. But in case that wasn't enough for you, here's another interesting fact. Remember when WACK100 brought 2 police officers, Greg Kading and Reggie Wright, on Clubhouse to convince us that he wasn't a snitch and was not involved in this case that we're talking about?
So we got Reggie Wright up top right.
And here you are, publicly an ex-cop.
Yeah. Greg Cadence was the lead investigator. I'm probably saying this shit wrong. He'll tell you more. On that case, to where...
So again, here's like a full breakdown. Like anybody who doesn't understand this, anybody who doesn't see what's going on here, you don't want to understand it, you don't want to see it. It's very clear to see. Very clear to see that Officer Rat Run Hunter is confidential source number 2 back. He told on the main streets. He told on Stutterbox. He told on Del Dog. This man's a rat. This man's a rat. And the only person he has to vouch for him is a cop. And then even the cop that's vouching for him towards the end was like, well, you did actually, get involved. You did actually get involved in some snitchiana, some tattletelling, some talkington. You feel me? So, I mean,
Greg, tell him who you are.
That's fine.
Greg, tell him who you are. Imagine having a cop. Come on now. Imagine having a cop being your talking point. That's barnacles.
So yeah, I was a cop in LA.
What, Angel, what you and they got going on? What the hell, what did they say? Man, I don't know what y'all got going on, but you two stop. I'm trying to separate y'all. Y'all, all right now, y'all ain't gonna be able to sit next to each other. Nay, Angel, stop before I separate you two. Put y'all, look, Nay gonna sit in the top left of the classroom, Angel gonna sit in the back right of the classroom. You feel me?
Even though this case was handled by the LA sheriffs and Kading or Reggie Wright had nothing to do with it, here is Greg Kading telling us half-truth about how the case played out.
So we do a search warrant at the house. Of course, don't come up with shit.
So you got Greg Kading telling a story about a case that had nothing to do with him or Reggie Wright. And now that I'm thinking about it out loud, Reggie Wright was a Compton sheriff. This is a LA County case. The main streets ain't got nothing to do with the Compton sheriffs at all. At all. At all. So this is a little bit of a barnacle situation. I never thought about that. How will Reggie Wright, a Compton cop, a Compton sheriff, have anything going on with a LAPD case? Barnacles. Because if it's in the main streets, wouldn't that be 77th? Don't make no sense. Hey, management, I'm glad you came in here. The main streets, that's 77th, no? So how will Reggie Wright, who's a sheriff, have anything to do with LAPD? Because the sheriffs and the LAPD don't even like each other. Hey, if somebody could get the June 5th Newark nigga 86,000 seconds like permanently, because I never want to see this nigga in my chat again, I'd appreciate that.
Cash Jones was never arrested. We never arrested Cash Jones.
The police officer, the same one WACK100 was able to get to come defend him on Clubhouse, who is obviously running the same play.
And take the Tyrone Zone nigga with him.
Because WACK100, when it comes to this specific case, he's telling us that, yes, WACK100 got raided, got caught on a wiretap, but was never arrested. But here is one problem with WACK and his cop buddies' narrative about WACK100 never being arrested in this case.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Whoa.
So according
Wait,
to
let's
the
run that
sheriff,
back.
Because WACK100, when it comes to this specific case, he's telling us that, yes, WACK100 got raided, got caught on a wiretap, but was never arrested. But here is one problem with WACK and his cop buddies' narrative about WACK100 never being arrested in this case.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
So according to the sheriff from the sheriff's office that handled the Main Street Mafia Crip case, from which the CS2 bag paperwork stems from, he claims WACK100 was actually arrested.
There were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
So if he got arrested on a conspiracy to commit murder,
It's in the paperwork. All on wiretap. That's why your house got raided, you bitch ass nigga. You conspiracy to commit murder, nigga.
and potentially guns, how did he go free? Y'all let me know in the comments. Hit subscribe.
Reggie Wright up top right. Craig.
Okay, so they saying that Reggie Wright was Compton police and the sheriffs moved the Compton police out the way. Either way it go, what do that got to do with main streets, with the main streets, and being able to patrol or being involved in a case over there? Like, you wouldn't respond to that call. So whether it's the Compton Sheriff's or the Compton PD, appreciate the education. Definitely appreciate the education. BICC, you feel me? Don't forget the double G. How does that end up with him working on a case with the main streets?
All right, so Greg, Reggie sent you a document.
And here you are, publicly an ex-cop.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that and looking at the names. MS, I'm identifying that as Mark Stevens. DD, I know is Dale Dog. And they got a name on there called BACK, B-A-C-K. And it has some shit. Let me pull this shit up so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Back. And it has some shit that says CS2. Now, can you tell the people what my position in this case? How did Cash Jones, WACK100, how did I get involved or implemented in this case?
So, I don't know what Box had going on, the whole Main Street thing and all his drama and background going on with that case. I became involved in it later, but at that point in time, they're just saying, hey, you should talk to this guy. He may be able to give you some information that will help with your case. That's it.
All right, so then I then came down to, I believe that's the federal.
And that's when WACK said that he went down to the Federal Bureau of Investigation building and then he showed the paperwork, but the paperwork had the word bureau spelled wrong. I remember that. He went down to the Federal Bureau of Investigation and he spelled bureau wrong. So, right. Definitely made up paperwork.
Headquarters on fucking Wilshire. So I guess the story is when I came down to Wilshire, I came down there to inform and not pick up whatever little items I had or...
So we do a search warrant at the house. Of course, don't come up with shit.
Cash Jones was never arrested. They never arrested Cash Jones.
I don't know what the fuck that was, but I know I had to come down to that Wilshire building. And I came down with my legal, which I don't know why I would have to inform because I was never subject to any arrests or anything like that.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Got him. We fucking got him.
All right, and then in your paperwork.
Okay, boom. So that makes sense right there. Appreciate you, Solo. Reggie was a Compton police officer, and the main streets is patrolled by the Southeast on 108th. So how the fuck do that got to do with... What does Gaga know about cameras? It's one of them situations. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know. How was I referred to? Was I referred to WACK as Jones? They have this BACK name. I don't know who the fuck BACK is. I don't know. I know I've never had that moniker. But, no, I don't know. Maybe it was some coded shit.
Beck needs to talk to Dell. It's important. Mark is involved in the gang business and operations. Beck is calling on another line to Mark.
What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro? Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember? Nigga, I was a target. My house got raided.
Wait for it.
I called the Dog, and I think Mark knows.
Nay, I hope you didn't gave that man your phone number by now. I see y'all going back and forth. I ain't gonna say too much, but Nay, I hope you didn't gave up your phone number. I'm just saying. I hope you didn't gave, bro, your number real quick. I hope you didn't drop them little 10 numbers that lead to you. 3 of them is the area code. The 7 is, don't worry about it. I just hope you did your part. You feel me?
I called the Dog, and I think Mark knows. Mark tried to set the 3-way up.
Beck is calling on another line to Mark.
What was I referred to in your, because I've never looked over that paperwork. Never had a need to. What was I referred to?
Yeah, we wouldn't have referred to you as an informant because you never were. we would have referred to you as a target or a source of, not a source of information, because you weren't even that. So, you know, I'm a little vague on it right now because
The subscribe button.
When I beat you on Power Room, you going to bed.
We go through WACK100s paperwork, and what happened was WACK almost had us fooled by not being CS2 back, so he keeps playing himself. Now, they don't have his name on any of this paperwork except for one sentence when they say CS2 back is trying to get in contact with DD, and that's Del Dog, rest in peace. And on the wiretap, it say, I don't fuck with the WACK nigga. Don't give him my number. But he also had a conversation with somebody named Mark Stevens, Marky Mark, who's also on the case, and he was like, remember, I just was calling you, nigga, trying to get on the three-way. I never asked for his number. I was trying to get a three-way to Del Dog. And
Okay.
So you're denying being...
So you're denying being back, but you're admitting to the statements that back made. Particles!
This confidential source, CS2 back. But you're not denying trying to get Del Dog's number in the same exact motions that the paperwork is saying that you did.
Okay. I get it.
So what you're doing is you're admitting to being on that phone, being the person on the phone, but you're not admitting to being the confidential source. But there's no way that you could not admit because you're on the phone and you're in the paperwork and you're saying. So
and
that
on the wiretap.
What does this all mean?
So it means that he's a confidential informant for the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
All right. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, man. It's free. I'm in the major, so he's free. We gone.